Hey guys, this is part 7 of the Limbo walkthrough. We left off with this elevator here. If you go down the elevator shaft, there's an egg. Anyway, you want to bring this down. Obviously, you need to click the button to have it go back up, so you need to hop in. Then you're going to want to bring it back down, and then send it back up, and get on the top of it. Now you're going to trigger a gun here, jump off right away. Second, you trigger the gun. So we freed this box. We're going to want to put that on top of the elevator, so obviously bring it down, push it on, bring it up, all that good jazz. I'm going to pre-apologize for the choppy editing in this because I died, because we are at the end of the game. This is the final part of the walkthrough. So as you see, I just used that to jump across this gap. Up here, you're going to manipulate gravity. When you shut this off, a box is going to start sliding down. Right when it gets to the hump on the left, right about there, you want to click B. What I'm doing here is I'm tapping B and just causing it to slowly float using its own momentum. Just push this all the way to the right and then head back down. We'll deal with this box a little later. Now you're going to want to push, not pull this box all the way to the right. And you're basically use this as a shield against another gun. Basically just push it right underneath the ladder until you can't push it anymore and climb up. You'll activate that gun again, but just keep going up, it'll miss you. Now you're going to click the switch, flipping all the gravity. There's the first box you pushed over. You're going to want to position it just as I do. Then you're going to want to climb back over. Now head all the way over to your left. This is quite a long trek. Again, if anything in this walkthrough take you multiple tries, totally understandable. There's a lot of death, a lot of gravity manipulation, and just a lot of dead nuts timing, especially the last puzzle, which we'll see in a while here. So now you have that other box, you're going to want to push that all the way over to the right. And you're going to stop again, kind of where I stop here. Excuse me. So when you have this lined up, the objective here is to click that button as the bottom pillar starts coming out. Now you've created yourself a staircase here. And there you have it. Head down this ladder. This next part is actually easy, but it tends to confuse people because, again, kind of what am I supposed to do? There are two gigantic steel blocks, and this switch will basically turn the gravity off, and the ceiling gets turned on, magnetized. Now what you want to do is you want to get that block above your character right here to get stuck and the other one not. And a good way of doing this is to turn it on for about half a second and then tap B. And as you saw there, I didn't get the timing right, so the one on the right was stuck to the ceiling. I wouldn't be able to progress through the level. This, again, it's all about timing. Take note of my successful run there, which will help you there. And as you can see, the top one's out of your way, so you can climb up and keep going to the right. Basically, when you click this switch, a trolley is going to come up that wire there. But it's also going to send you to the ceiling, and you want to be back where you started. So as the trolley comes up, right after it gets onto the screen, you want to click that button and run out and grab the rope. Just ride this down. Might want to watch ahead here if you want. You have to jump to this switch and click it mid-jump. Now you have a saw chasing you. If you head up, you have to jump out, click that switch, reversing the gravity. Make sure you time your jump accordingly with when that electricity shuts off. And vice versa, when you're jumping down here, make sure you're timing your jump with the electricity. As you can see there, I kind of hopped off right away. Don't just drop off this rope, climb straight down it. Head to your right. There's an egg up there on the left. It involves dealing with this box, which you can watch my egg video for. As you saw there, I jumped out, clicked the switch. This is on a timer, so when that timer runs out, you want to be where that switch is so you can reset it as you fall. Our objective here is to take this box and push it all the way over to the right. It'll probably take you 2 times or 3 times clicking the switch. You always have to get back to this switch, otherwise you'll die. Now once you have it all the way to the right and you reset it, head back to the right. You want to climb up here. And I like to jump right when I get past the saw, if you feel like you're going to miss the timing. Again, as you saw, same style of thing going on. We're hitting a switch. Once you click that switch right there will reset over and over again, and you'll be able to hear it in the audio. Now you're going to want to time taking the gravity up here as you jump out and hit that magnetic button. If you do it correctly, you won't get shot. When this comes down, you want to jump right back up on top of it and then book across so you don't get crushed. Now there's another gun down here, and same thing, you want to time that with that ticking you hear. Make sure you get yourself in that space so that when gravity shuts off, you get thrown through there. And make sure you're not standing underneath the saw blade when the gravity switches. Now there's a gap here, and there's a big saw blade in the gap. Same thing, you want to jump out right as it resets. Be about halfway out in the gap. And we are at the final puzzle. So the objective here is there's a switch about halfway up. You want to pass it, and then on your way down, click it. If you do it properly, it'll send you just past the saw through that white curtain there. If you do it improperly, you'll either hit one of two saws or get thrown into an electrical wall or fall to your death. And here's the perfect timing. Right past you get that pipe. After you get past that pipe, you'll be good. And you'll know you did it right. Everything will slow down and you'll shatter through. If you want to see the actual ending, you'll have to do it yourself. But thanks for watching my walkthrough, guys. And again, check out the reviews on the Show for Gamers.